I'll be guiding you through today's session, Managing Work Stress Through Breathwork. Whether you're here as a working professional, an HR leader, or simply someone curious about stress management, this space is for you. We are going to explore not only just the why behind work stress, but how we can actually shift it, starting with something as simple and powerful as our breath. A little about me. I'm the founder of Teletherapies, where I offer integrated evidence based care that blends respiratory physiotherapy, neuroscience coaching, psychotherapy, and holistic practices like Ayurveda and hypnotherapy. My focus is helping people feel more at ease in both body and mind, especially in high pressure work environments. My goal today isn't just to give you information, it's to offer you practical tools you can start using right away. You learn how stress affects your brain and nervous system, and you'll also experience the solution, the breathwork techniques that are simple, accessible, and surprisingly effective. Before I dive in, I would like to invite you to treat this as a calm and supportive space. Feel free to engage in the chat or just follow along quietly, whatever feels right for you. No pressure here at all, just your presence. Let's begin with a quick check in to set the tone. Let's start with something simple. In the chat or just in your head, think one word that describes how work stress usually feels to you. 30 seconds. Yes. Now, maybe you were thinking that image of in your mind about overwhelming with all the deadlines and the expectations from your colleagues and your boss, or feeling trapped within your inner critic, or feeling anxious whether you get that promotion, or whether you feel good about yourself when you're presenting some presentations to your group. So these are all some of the examples, as you can see, portrayed about your feelings you might experience with work stress. And thank you for being honest and taking the time to reflect on that. What's powerful here is recognizing how common these feelings are and that we are not alone in them. I'm one of you as well, went through all of those feelings in my work. Now, before we dive into the content and practices today, I want to share what you can expect to walk away with from me today in this time together. First, I'm going to explore a bit of science behind stress. Not too heavy, I promise, but enough to understand what's really going on in our bodies and mind when stress hits, especially in a work setting. Then I'll take some time to help you recognize your own stress patterns. This part is important because stress doesn't show up the same way for everyone. Once you know how it feels, you can catch it earlier, and that gives you power. The heart of our session today will be the practical breathwork, which you're going to learn, the tools of resetting your work stress. And I promise that it's going to be a very simple technique that you can use anywhere at your desk, in between meetings, or even right before a big presentation. I'll also talk about how to integrate these practices into your daily routine, how you can make it a habit that genuinely helps you to manage your energy, focus, and calm. And most importantly, by the end of the session, my hope is that you'll feel empowered. You'll leave with tools of awareness and confidence to start using your breath as a way to self regulate. No app, no equipment, just your body and your attention. So, are you ready? Let's get into it. So, now that you know what you will walk away with, I'm going to talk about how I'm going to get you there. That is the objective of the session. First, as I earlier mentioned, I want this to be a safe, calm, and interactive space. as stress can be a very sensitive topic, and we are here to explore it with curiosity and compassion. No judgment, just awareness. I want you to lock your inner critic away from the session. Second, I'll introduce you to some of the key scientific insights into how stress affects your body and mind, particularly the nervous system. Understanding the why behind what we feel can be incredibly validating and motivating. And third, I'll explore the practical breathwork techniques, things you can do in real time to calm your system. Yeah, these tools are very simple and powerful and don't require anything except yourself, your attention, and your breath. I'll also encourage reflection in the session. So take that time to honestly reflect, help to connect with yourself, with the tools, and also your experience. And so this session, I hope, is not going to be not only an information session, but something that you can feel personal and useful. Now, the biggest question: what is work stress? Work stress happens when demands exceed what you feel equipped to handle, especially when control or support is lacking. And that's a definition from the Global Strategy on Occupational Health for All. The response people may have when presented with work demands and pressure that are not matched their knowledge and abilities, where there is little opportunity to exercise any choice or control, where there is little support from others. And according to World Health Organization, work stress is a health epidemic of the 21st century. So this is not just a you problem, it's structural and very real. Now, work stress doesn't come from one source, it's layered. As you can see on the slide, these are all the different work related hazards mentioned in that global strategy and WHO. First one is, as you can see on the screens, the job content and unclear roles and poor communication and lack of control. So again, when you talk about the job content, it can be a meaningless task or understimulating, lack of variety. And in terms of workload, having too much or too little, or working under time pressure. And again, going on to the other hazard, the working hours, strict or inflexible working schedule, long and unsocial hours or unpredictable working hours are a cause of work-related hazards. And participation and control, again, we all wanted to be valued and we all wanted to contribute in our work environment. So lack of participation in decision making, lack of control over work methods, workspace, or working hours and work environment, those are all the cause of work stress related hazards. And the main thing, the career development and status and pay, job insecurity, lack of promotion, prospects, under promotion or over promotion, and unclear, unfair performance evaluation, overskilled or underskilled for job, and the role, unclear roles, conflicting roles within the same job, and continuously dealing with other people and their problems and responsibility for people. These are all contributing factors for the work related hazards, and these are all identified as work related hazards. And to add more, organizational culture, poor communication, poor leadership, lack of clarity about organizational objectives and structure, and lack of participation in decision making and working hours and work environment and interpersonal relationships, like inadequate or inconsiderate or unsupportive supervision, and poor relationships with coworkers, bullying, harassment, and violence, isolated or solitary work, no agreed procedures for dealing with problems or complaints. These are all identified as work related hazards. Now, let me take you to the statistics in Great Britain, in UK, related to the work stress and burnout. 70% of UK employees report that work contributes significantly to their stress levels. And 16.4 million working days were lost due to stress related issues last year, in 2023 to 2024, mainly due to stress, depression, anxiety. The top causes, as you can see in the screen, is heavy workloads, as identified by 35% of people, and long, inflexible hours by 23% of the people, and poor management or culture by 21 to 20% of the people in the survey. And these are all by the health and safety surveys conducted in UK. And when we look into the burnout statistics, 46% of people say they feel more burnt out now than a year ago. That has a huge emotional and financial consequences for individuals and organizations. Women and young workers are more prone to burnout, with Gen Z and millennials reporting the highest levels. And what they identify is emotional exhaustion, 63% of them, and difficulty in concentration, in focus in the work, attributed by 53% of people, and feeling detached or cynical about work by 47% of people. So, as you can see, that one in three employees, 33% of them, have taken time off due to burnout. And the causes are exhaustion, sleep issues, or emotional detachment. So you can see how massive problem this work stress is, and how it's affecting an individual and also the organization where the individual is. So as a result, the cost is huge, 28 billion annually due to lost productivity and absence for the organizations and to the UK economy as a whole. So the top stressors in the modern workplace is number one is bullying and mobbing. Mobbing is a group of people coming together to discredit one particular individual because they feel that individual is a threat to them. So that's mobbing, if you're not aware of it. So bullying and mobbing is causing the anxiety and PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and burnout. And this is data and confirmation from American Psychological Association 2021. And the European Agency for Safety and Health record 10 to 20% of workers experience workplace bullying. And micromanagement is the second most top stressor in the modern workplace. Loss of autonomy, trust, creativity, and lower job satisfaction. And micromanagement is put in place in many workplaces when they feel someone is highly performing and they see them as a threat. And that's where in most places the micromanagement comes, because a healthy organization will always provide support for the growth of an individual, and micromanagement is not going to take the place in a healthy organization. And third leading cause is internal critic and imposter syndrome. 70% of people experience at some point this internal critic and feeling that they're not deserving what they are actually having. And this is according to Journal of Behavioral Science, the data are. And the fourth leading top stressors in modern workplace is high expectation and workload. Constant urgencies disrupts the recovery time. So, what are the core struggles from the top four stressors? Is burnout, fear of judgment, undervalued, I don't belong here, and that leads to emotional exhaustion. So now I want you to take some time, a minute, to reflect on which of these you felt lately. Now, let's move on. Now let's look inside the body. When you're stressed, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, the fight or the flight mode. Those moments which we all have experienced many times in our lives. Yeah, that cortisol rises to the peak when we go through that moment. Our focus drops, and our prefrontal cortex, which is our logical brain, yeah, which is for problem solving and work with clarity, that gets overridden by this hype in the sympathetic nervous system and the cortisol levels. What we need to do is we need to activate a parasympathetic system to reduce that feeling of threat in our amygdala, because amygdala is the emotional center in the brain which perceives that around us is so much danger, and though the danger is not really happening, we perceive it, we imagine, and our human power of imagination is so stronger than any other emotions in ourselves. So when we imagine something, we start to believe, our brains start to believe it is so real. And if this kind of stress is going to happen repeatedly, which is the chronic stress, then that leads to burnout, brain fog, poor focus, immune suppression, and it's going to cause damage to your whole body and mind. So it doesn't just feel bad, it becomes bad, as I said, to your brain, body, and also to your relationships. When you've been going through that challenging moments in your workplace, either looked down, undervalued by your colleagues or your boss, or manipulated with poor performances, though you have been performing highly. Those are all the highest stress factor affecting your immune system, your relationships, both in your work and in your personal life, and leading to the symptoms like headaches, insomnia, emotional exhaustion, and even chronic disease like heart disease, high blood pressure, and getting into addictive behaviors like smoking, drinking, alcohol, binge eating, or and other kind of musculoskeletal disorders like low back pain and depression. So these are all the consequences of unchecked stress, work stress. Yeah, so we need to be aware of those symptoms and not leave it as a piece where we can, okay, that's work and we are here at home, but your memory, your hippocampus, your hardware in your brain is storing all of them, and that is actually then encrypted inside your body and mind, and to a greater extent causing damage to your immunity. So let's talk about the solution. Yeah, I don't want this space to make you scared about what have happened so far in your mind and body due to the work stress. But I wanted to provide a solution in this webinar to you, a easy and a simple solution where you can protect your body and mind. The solution here is your breath. It is your remote control for your nervous system. Yeah. As I mentioned earlier, when your fight or the flight response, the sympathetic is activated, you have to activate sympathetic, the rest and digest system. So that can be done by a deep, slow breathing. Yeah. Our studies have found that slow breathing reduces blood pressure, heart rate, and stress markers. So these are very important findings we have to focus on here, because rarely, if we can think back, we wake up in the morning and we think about what is actually the deadlines and what we need to produce at work, and both people who work for others or both or work for themselves, having businesses, we are ingrained in this thought process, forgetting to take and appreciate those moments of breath and the opportunity to be a human, to become aware of our breath and also have a control over our breath. We forgot those moments of control, what we have on our way we perceive the stress and how we control our breath. So we need to take those moments to, especially the first thing in the morning, to do some slow breathing and That might help to regulate our mind and body, create a calmer space before we can even step into the chaos of the day. So let's try two techniques. The first one is the box breathing. Yeah, full breath. So take a comfortable position wherever you are now, and once you're ready, I believe that you're ready. Now start inhaling through your nose for 4 counts. One, two, three, four. Hold for 4 counts. One, two, three, four. Exhale through your mouth for 4 counts. One, two, three, four. And hold for 4 counts. One, two, three, four. Especially now, this is a trial you've done now. So especially when you have done that hold of for four, it might sound very new to you because we never held our breath. We have been practicing to hold our breath in fear, in the mode of survival, in moments of chaos and panic. But this is a moment where you're holding your breath in a moment of calm and clarity so that you're allowing that oxygen and the fresh thoughts in your mind to be inhaled and held and exchanged into your body and mind. And then exhaling the toxic thoughts out, toxic gases from your body out. Yeah. So let's do it. Few couple of rounds. Yeah. So breathing in for 4 counts. One, two, three, four. Holding for four. One, two, three, four. Exhaling for four. One, two, three, four. Holding for four. One, two, three, four. Let's do it again. Breathing in for four. One, two, three, four. Hold for four. One, two, three, four. Exhale for four. One, two, three, four. Hold for four. One, two, three, four. One more time again. So breathe in. One, two, three, four. Hold for four. One, two, three, four. Breathe out. Exhale for four. One, two, three, four. And hold for four. One, two, three, four. Now for inhale, I'm going to say breathe in, and exhale, I'm going to say breathe out. Okay, so let's do a couple of rounds with this. So breathe in, one, two, three, four. Hold, one, two, three, four. Breathe out, one, two, three, four. Hold, one, two, three, four. Again, breathe in, one, two, three, four. Hold, one, two, three, four. Breathe out, one, two, three, four. Hold, one, two, three, four. And final round, I promise. Breathe in, one, two, three, four. Hold, one, two, three, four. Breathe out, one, two, three, four. Great. Well done. And thank you for taking this moment to do this practice now. Your mind and body is going to appreciate that. And this is a great technique. You can practice and apply during meetings or when you feel reactive to some situation at work or in your personal life too. Yeah. So this is one go-to tool. And the next one we are going to practice is try that 4-7-8 breath. Yeah. So as you can see, you're going to breathe out longer and hold also longer, and breathe in for 4 counts shorter. So are you ready for this? Again, make yourself comfortable wherever you are, and your shoulders relax. When I say comfortable, it's not a slouching position to your shoulder and your neck, and it's a neutral, relaxed shoulder position, and sitting tall, wherever you are, yeah, on the chair or in the ground or in a sofa, wherever you are, that doesn't matter. But your shoulder and your chest broad and relax. Now let's try. Okay, so I'm again going to apply the same. Start saying inhale and exhale for the breathing in and breathing out, and then changing to breathing in and breathing out. Okay, fine. So inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale slowly for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How did it go? Hope that went all right for you. And if this is your first time doing this, you might have felt some struggles in longer breathing out. That's absolutely normal. And unless like you have any other breathing disorder that it triggers your breathlessness, yeah, then you have to pause doing this. Otherwise, let's continue. So inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go again. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now breathe out slowly. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now inhale again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe this is a little bit harder for you at a slow count of 8. Yeah, you will get there. Now, again, breathing in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And breathe out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And breathe out for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, let's do the final round. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. Exhale. Slowly for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Well done, everyone. So thank you for taking this time and joining this practice. And this technique is very helpful when you're anxious or you can't sleep at night. You can try this, and you can. I promise that you can see some difference in your sleep. You might have a better sleep or fall asleep very quickly. So because this is going to improve that oxygenation and also at the same time calming your mind and making aware of all the senses of your body as you're taking a longer time of hold and a longer time to exhale as well. Great. Let's move on. So, when are the times you can apply the breath work at work? During meeting times, or before presentations, or for post conflict moments, or high stress deadline times, and dealing with the imposter syndrome thoughts, your inner critic, which I mean, and also after recovering from bullying or mobbing incidences. These are the moments where the breath work can actually help you. Just breathe, and that's going to reset your system. Because tiny moments of breath leads to big emotional shifts, as it is working with your nerves, and those cellular memories of trauma can be raised with your breathing technique. Now, what is the key takeaway? The key takeaway I want you to take today, three main things. Work stress is real and it's complex, but your breath is always your available reset tool. So small breathwork movements can cause a big emotional shifts, like a space for calm, clarity, and confidence. Now, I want you to take some time, a minute, to reflect on how do you feel now in one word. You can type in the chat or write it yourself, have it in your mind, but reflect on this. How do you feel now in one word? Okay, it's more than a minute now, so let's move on. The reflection is all about you becoming aware of how the information in this webinar and the practice of breathwork have influenced your mind and body today at this moment in time. Now, this quiz time. So let's have a test to our memory. What chemical is reduced through deep breathing? Your time starts now, 15 seconds. Quick, get that brain working, and hopefully, I believe most of you have the answer by now. And the time's up. So the answer for that is cortisol. And I hope that most of you got it right. Now, the next question. What part of nervous system does breath activate for calmness? What part of nervous system does breath activate for calmness? So your time starts now, 15 seconds. Okay, the time is up. And it is parasympathetic system. Yeah, so the sympathetic is the fight and flight, and parasympathetic is the rest and digest, the calmness nervous system. And I hope, again, most of you have got this right. Now, moving on. Name one toxic workplace factor discussed today. Name one toxic workplace factor discussed today. You can put it in the chat box or write it to yourself in a piece of paper. This can be something which you've experienced or witnessed in your workplace. Yeah, I believe so. Everyone would have gone through some moments of toxic workplace situation. Yeah, so this has 30 seconds because it takes some time for your reflection, as the whole session is about to making you aware of whether you went through a toxic workplace situation, how did you manage your stress, and how you're in future going to reset that chaos with your breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time's up. Great. So if you have not figured it out yet, and for those who have not yet figured it out, take more time after the session or tonight, just to reflect on a toxic workplace situation or experience you've gone through, because those are all emotional traumas ingrained in your mind and body. Take a moment to reset that and what you could have done differently, and how you would have challenged or withdrawn whatever your thing is. But whatever you do there in your workplace is going to impact your mind for years and years, and your immunity. So try to reset your mind and body with the breath work. So now, from teletherapies, I would like to introduce our program to the individual or the organization. A Psych Thrive program is a 90 days workplace well-being based on the neuroscience, behavioral health, and hypnotherapy. Yeah, if you're an organization looking to build a healthier and a more resilient workplace, I would love to connect with you. Yeah, it's a 90 days workplace well-being program. And in terms of Psych Thrive, if when I say organization, it can be a small, medium, or large organization. And if you are an responsible employer who want to increase your productivity, reduce your employee burnout and attrition, and to enhance brain performance and resilience, and this program is for you, your organization, and also for you. Of course, you're a part of an organization, so please do come back and get in touch with us to discuss about the offers. And you can contact us on the details on screen to our website. There is an inquiry form if you want to go through that route, or you can drop a direct email to my email, sdevi@tele-therapies.org. I'll be more happy to discuss and give some solutions to your workplace organization challenges. And please do follow us on tele.therapies and Instagram and Facebook. And we are more active on our YouTube. So consider subscribing to our YouTube channel where you are now, right now. And it's at Breathe Thrive with Devi. We produce weekly content and also two webinars a month. It can be a webinar or a workshop. So we offer information to our customers, and who would like to become our client. We would love to really help them out, because the clients are those who feel we are going to be really helpful for them, and we would welcome them and provide more details for them. Great. So I hope that we had moments of reset with our breathwork practices. And with that calmness, we carry this calm along throughout the day. And have a great day. And I'll see you in the next webinar next month. Thank you. And details will be up soon. So watch out for that in our YouTube channel, on Facebook and Instagram. So have a great day. And signing off, Devi Sundar.